You looked in the mirror this morning. Everything done. And your hair still sat there, flat, limp, half the volume it had 10 years ago. You didn't skip a step. You used the right products. And it still looked like that. That feeling has a name. And the cause is not your hair. It's 4 specific styling choices that thin-haired women over 50 make every single day. Choices that feel right, look wrong, and quietly subtract years of volume with every use. Each one is invisible until someone points it out. Then you cannot unsee it. And here is the part that stings. Most of these mistakes were taught to you by stylists who meant well, by tutorials made for women half your age, by habits that worked once and stopped working the moment your hair changed texture after 50. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we are covering 4 specific styling steps that will change how your hair reads on camera, in person, and in the mirror. And by step 3, you are going to want to pause this video and go look at your hair right now. I mean it. Step 1 opens with the mistake I see on almost every thin-haired woman I speak to. The one that happens before a single product touches your hair. Step 2 has a fix so counterintuitive it almost sounds wrong. Step 3 covers the one product placement rule that changes everything in under 60 seconds. And step 4 is the reason your volume disappears within an hour, and what to do instead. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1, Step 1. The towel mistake nobody talks about. You've done this 10,000 times. You step out of the shower, wrap your hair in a towel, twist it up, and move on with your routine. It takes 2 seconds. It feels practical. It feels like you're saving time. It is destroying your hair's ability to hold volume for the rest of the day. This is retention booster. I have watched women change this single step and call me 3 days later to say their hair looks different. Not because of a new product. Because of a towel. Here is what is actually happening inside that twist. Fine hair, especially after 50 when strands are thinner, more fragile, and less elastic, cannot withstand the friction and compression of a twisted cotton towel. Every minute it sits in that turban, the cuticle is being roughed up and the root section is being flattened against your scalp by gravity and pressure. The result is a hair shaft that has lost structural lift before you have touched a single styling tool. This is the aging effect. Flattened roots from towel compression make your part look thinner, your crown look lower, and your face look heavier, because volume at the crown is what lifts the eye upward. Without it, everything pulls down. And here is the curiosity gap. There is a reason this mistake is so sticky, because the towel feels absorbent. It feels like it is helping. It takes longer to let go of something that feels useful. The fix is so simple it will frustrate you a little. Switch to a microfiber hair towel, or a clean cotton t-shirt, and instead of wrapping and twisting, scrunch your hair upward gently and lay the cloth flat over it. No turban. No twist. No compression. Your roots stay naturally lifted while the fabric absorbs moisture without friction. If you are still reaching for the thick bath towel every morning, swap it for microfiber used in a loose scrunch. The root lift you get before you even touch the dryer changes how your entire style sits by midday. Maintenance tip. Wash your microfiber towel every 3 uses. Product buildup on the cloth transfers back onto your hair and works against volume the same way the cotton towel does. This is the one a woman told me she wished someone had said to her 30 years ago. 1 cloth. 1 change. The rest of your routine gets easier. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds and changes how your entire scalp reads under any light. Part 2, Step 2, the part placement problem. Bold truth first. Your part is probably in the wrong place. And it has been in the wrong place for years. That sounds harsh. Stay with me, because this is not about your choices. It is about what happens to a part when fine hair ages. The part that worked at 40 does not work the same way at 60. The hair follicles on either side of your part thin at different rates. The scalp becomes more visible, and the part you have held in the same place for years has trained your hair to fall flat on one or both sides, creating a groove that makes thinning look permanent when it is actually just habit. This is the aging effect. A deep center part or a long-standing side part on fine hair after 50 visually bisects the crown in a way that exposes scalp, flattens volume, and makes the face look elongated and heavy at the jaw. Here is the key insight. A part is not a fixed anatomical feature. It is a habit, and habits can be retrained in 3 days. What nobody tells you is that moving your part, even a ½ inch in any direction, immediately redistributes volume across the crown. When you shift a part that has been in the same place for years, the hair on the side you move from springs upward, just from the change in direction. No product, no tool, a comb and a decision. Yes, that's simple. The fixes for this are specific and fast. First, try a zigzag part. Instead of a straight line from hairline to crown, move the comb in a slight irregular zigzag. The uneven line breaks up scalp visibility even on very fine hair, and creates a natural-looking softness at the root. Second, move your part 2 finger widths to one side if you currently part center. The asymmetry shifts weight toward the lifted side, and creates a visual anchor for volume that did not exist before. Third, if you always part left, try right for 1 week. The reversal alone adds lift because the hair has been trained in the opposite direction, and now works against itself, which means it stands away from the scalp naturally. There is one thing about part placement that nobody in this space says plainly, and that is next. But first, the swap. If you are still parting your hair in the exact same place you have for the last decade, move it 2 finger widths today. Just for today. See what happens to your crown. The lift you see is not from product. It is from your own hair finally being allowed to move in a new direction. Maintenance tip. Use a wide tooth comb, never a fine tooth comb, to set your new part on damp hair. Setting it while damp trains the new direction faster, and reduces the time it takes for the habit to shift. The next mistake is the one I see most often, and the most expensive to fix if you leave it too long. Part 3, Step 3. Where you are placing your product. Have you ever wondered why your hair looks great for 40 minutes and then falls completely flat? Even though you used a volumizing product? Even though you followed the instructions? Even though you did everything right? The product is not failing you. You are putting it in the wrong place. This is the one that most women never hear from their stylist, because stylists watch you in the chair, not in your bathroom at 7 in the morning. And in your bathroom, away from the mirror, with damp hair that all looks the same, product almost always ends up distributed mid-length to ends, which feels like the right place because that is where you can see the hair most easily. But for fine hair over 50, that is exactly where product does the most damage to volume. Here is the specific aging effect. Product applied to the mid-lengths and ends of fine hair adds weight below the root zone. That weight pulls the hair downward. The roots, where all visible lift lives, receive no support, no structure, and no grip. The result is a flat crown with slightly separated ends, which reads on camera and in person as noticeably thin hair, regardless of how much product you used. The key insight is this. For fine hair, volume is entirely a root zone event. Everything below the ear is secondary. The only part of your hair that can hold structural lift is the first 2 to 3 inches closest to your scalp. And that is where every volumizing product needs to land first. Write this one down. Flip your head forward. Apply your mousse, spray, or thickening lotion to the root section only, working it in with your fingertips in a gentle lifting motion, not pressing down. Then flip back. You will feel the difference before you touch the dryer. If you are still applying product evenly from root to tip as a default, swap that habit for root-only application first. Distribute any excess down the lengths with your fingertips only after the root section is covered. This one shift in application order changes how your hair reads within the first 10 minutes of drying. Maintenance tip. Less product more precisely placed always outperforms more product applied broadly. If you are using more than a golf ball-sized amount of mousse on fine hair, you are adding weight, not volume. Cut the quantity in half and move it all to the roots. I didn't expect Step 4 to be the one people message me about most, but it always is. Part 4, Step 4. The dryer direction destroying your volume. Most women dry their hair downward, handle pointing up, nozzle aim down, following the length of the hair from root to tip. It feels correct. It feels like what you were taught. It feels like the smooth, professional technique. It is the single fastest way to collapse volume on fine hair. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Gorgeous cheekbones, perfect posture. the kind of silver hair that photographs beautifully, and her stylist was drying her hair straight down with a paddle brush, smoothing every stroke from root to tip. She looked at the result in the mirror and said it looked flat. The stylist said her hair was just fine. She nodded. She had heard that before. She had been hearing it for years. Nobody had told her that the direction of the airflow was the problem, not the hair. Here is the aging effect that downward drying creates. When airflow moves in the same direction as gravity, it seals the cuticle flat against the scalp and eliminates any natural lift that was present in damp hair. Your roots, which briefly hold potential volume while wet, are trained downward and locked there by heat. By the time the hair is dry, the structure is set. And it is set low. Here is the curiosity gap. There is a reason every tutorial shows downward drying. Because downward drying creates smoothness. And smooth is the goal for thick hair. For fine hair over 50, smooth is the enemy of volume. You are not trying to eliminate texture. You are trying to create the appearance of density. And those are completely different goals requiring completely different techniques. This one is everything. The fix: dry your hair upward and away from the scalp. Flip sections forward and dry from underneath using a round brush or your fingers, directing the airflow toward the root rather than away from it. For the crown specifically, hold the section straight up, perpendicular to your scalp, and dry from beneath. The heat sets the hair in a lifted position instead of a flat one. Hold each section for 5 full seconds after removing the heat before releasing it. That 5-second hold is what locks the lift in place. If you are still drying straight down as your default, swap the direction entirely starting tomorrow. Upward and outward for the root zone. Let the ends air dry or lightly diffuse if needed. Your bone structure, and you have beautiful bone structure, deserves to be the focus of how your hair frames your face. And it can only be the focus if your crown is lifted high enough to draw the eye upward. Maintenance tip: finish every blowout with a 30-second cool shot. Switch your dryer to cool air and run it over the root zone with the same upward direction. Cool air seals the cuticle in the lifted position, and your volume lasts hours longer. There is one thing about how these 4 steps work together that makes the result dramatically different from trying any single one in isolation. You now have all 4. Use them in order. Tomorrow morning, you just learned 4 specific steps: the towel, the part, the product placement, and the dryer direction, that most women with fine hair spend years trying to piece together alone. You got all 4 in one sitting. You didn't just watch a video. You changed how you look tomorrow morning. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 4 steps were you doing wrong without knowing it? The towel? The part? Be honest. I read every single one. Next time, we are getting into the one color and highlight mistake that is making fine hair look even thinner. And it is not what you think. It is the first thing a colorist notices, and the last thing anyone tells you plainly. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.